Hello and welcome to the Oval. It's day 4 of the Cricket World Cup, match 5 between South Africa and Bangladesh. And it should be a really interesting game today. I think the tournament needs somewhat igniting. There's been one or two one-sided matches, the ball really dominating so far, and hopefully this is the game we'll see. We've got slightly overcast at the start of play, so perhaps again we might see a team inserted, and hopefully we get a lot of vibrancy, a lot of noise, and a real flavour of what the rest of the World Cup is going to sound and look like. Okay, so we're at the mid-innings break here at the Oval. Bangladesh have set South Africa 331 to win, more than England scored 3 days ago. Now I've got Simon Hughes with me. Simon, firstly, you were here 3 days ago for the opening game. Can you compare the texture, the atmosphere around this game with that? I mean, it feels like a real World Cup event, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, just Bangladesh, the drums, their fervent support, it does add a real ingredient to it.
Yeah.
As far as the situation goes, I mean, I think South Africa would be worried here.
Yeah.
They haven't looked a convincing side so far. Their fielding's been a bit fallible. Obviously, they've lost Hashim Amla as well to injury, so that's a big loss that they're going to have to compensate for. And I don't think their bowling tactics were exactly precise.
No, and what do you fancy about, put you on the spot about a result here?
I think that Bangladesh win, actually, just because of the passion, the exuberance, and the fact that South Africa's middle to lower order are a bit fallible.
Bangladesh have come to, I guess, what is somewhat a surprising result, Simon. But should we really be looking at it in that way? Bangladesh now a proper credible nation?
No, I mean they've won 4 games prior to this tour, this tournament, and they're just improving all the time, aren't they? One of the things I noticed about this game was their performances against fast bowling in the last 3 years have really improved. And then what really was the clincher in this game was those 54 runs from the last 4 overs. Where the South Africans, obviously cursing the loss of Ngidi, just got their lengths and lines all horribly wrong, and the Bangladeshis were able to make sort of a respectable score into quite an imposing score.
Yeah. And where does this leave the South Africa campaign now? 2 defeats in a row and India on Wednesday, and an attack that's falling apart from the seams.
That's right. I mean, that's exactly right. They've got problems. Dale Steyn, I spoke to him after the game as well. He's still not ready to play. I don't think he's got 10 overs in him yet.
No.
Obviously, Ngidi's out. They've also got a worry over Amla, although I should imagine Hashim Amla will play in the next game. So, yeah, some problems for their bowlers.
Okay, well that brings an end to our coverage here from the Oval. We're off to Trent Bridge tomorrow to see back on the England Road Show. We'll see how they got on, but until then, goodbye.